It's Port Adelaide. Steph Martin and Scott Lycett face off. And a perfect bounce. Lycett and Martin and Liberatore. Bontempelli. The skipper drives inside forward 50. It was Hannon. And then taken by Vandermeer. Back to McRae, not 15. Hunter. Bailey Smith coming off a 3-goal final last week. Centering kick. Norton launched. Here's Hannon front and centre. Vandermeer as well. Jonas. Strong tackle. Wrapped him up. And
how long that takes to eventuate.
Little opportunity for Liberatore. Deep ball for English. Saw a fair bit of it. Quick give. Bailey Smith, the hero last week. Dogs away from the young gun.
You can see what they're trying to do already on Aliir. Just don't let him mark the ball. Look at this right here, Tim English. Just one arm up. Just want to make sure he can bring the ball to ground and get that ground level dominance and take Aliir out of the game. And you called it, Libba. That's his second clearance already. Brisbane made this mistake last week. He kicked the first 2 goals of the game for the Doggies and they left him alone. So hot.
Kick smothered. Bailey Dale. Liberatore again. This time clears the zone. Hannon, terrific. Did really well in front of Jonas. An intense 2 hours awaits. Little one from Hunter was clever. This time Bailey Smith goes searching. Norton needed 3 grabs.
Looks well done by English. Just got in the way of Aliir again there, and that allows Norton to be one out. They only took 6 marks inside.
Doesn't it? 44 for the year. 43 of them set shots. Smith the first. This a miss.
All Australian half-back this year. Liberatore again started prominently to Joe Hannison. To Bontempelli, slapped it forward. Treloar picked it up nicely. He's got good leg speed. He heads toward goal out the back, and Vandermeer's taken the mark, got rid of Houston. Latham Vandermeer.
Keep going, Latham.
1-7 from set shots for the year. Latham Vandermeer. It doesn't take a lot of time. The Dogs have got off to a bit of a flyer.
Contest, really good kick to the top of the square, dangerous kick to the top of the square, and you can see what they're doing really well. The Doggies, they're isolating all their matchups really well, so they're getting one-on-ones, lots of one-on-ones as opposed to 13s, which Port Adelaide like.
Great ball from Treloar. It'll come back, Eastonwood. Right spot at the right time, short ball to Hunter. Draws the player, feeds it off. This time Bontempelli goes to the top of the square. English, Shacky, Norton flies!
Look at this, the important part there is Shacky keeps Aliir grounded. And if he gets a run and jump, he's going to mark the ball. Any third man in.
6 marks so far, 4 contested. Powell haven't taken one. Norton gets their 3rd. The movie started well if you're a Dogs fan.
Jones, and now Houston took on the tackler, did well down Houston. Worked his way through it. Charlie Dixon from behind in front. Gardner. Strong mark. Now they go long. English back with a flight. Fell into the lap of Bailey Dale and they work a little 1-2 back to Bailey Dale. The kick was superb. Found Bailey Williams.
50 metres, good pick up by the umpire.
So suddenly the Dogs through Hunter. They're searching for a 4th. This time Mitch Hannon flies from the side.
And that was that centering kick. Another contested mark for the Western Bulldogs, but that centering ball changing the angles. Aliir couldn't get there to save.
Goes to zip in 6.5 minutes, 4 to zip in 10.5 minutes. Hannon gets their 4th. Beat Rosie, drives the ball towards half forward. Dixon took it clean. He got away from Cordy. No.
The ball.
Dogs win it back. Ball goes, well, it was intending to go in that direction, never got there. Bailey Williams wins it back for the Dogs. They gather at the fall of all. Looks like Dunkley. Norton flew, not quite for Shacky. Bontempelli, Hunter, Bontempelli. That's 5. 5 for the Doggies. They're off to a flyer.
Through most of the game, not that kick there, but it's the next one here from Williams as it comes in. The long high ball. You can see Shacky waiting from back position. That's a great spot to play Aliir from the back, so you can feed him under the ball and he can't read it, and then Bont through the contest.
And even Mitch Hannon there playing on Jonas. He led hard at the ball carrier.
Ray ran into a brick wall. Cool, just Dunkley picked up by Boak. Connor Rosie flicks it back over his head. And Liberatore in the right spot. He wants Norton. What a grab that was. mark to take, and he found a way.
Look one side of the ground to the other. Use that mark. Amazing from Norton. He can just grab the ball on the weirdest angles at times. And
out of the ball, Martin tries to knock it through. Now Caleb Daniel, what a kick. Had to be good, found Hannon. Over the top he goes. Charging Jonas, but Johannesson superb. Brave stood up.
Just wait, mate.
Well, that's a huge moment for Jason Johannesson, who started as the medical sub in the last final and into the side.
Enormous in the first final against the Bombers. Norton flew, McKenzie was out the back. Chance for Butters. Vandermeer chases hard, ends up with a football, steps inside 50. Little handball to Bailey Smith. He kicked the first, he might have kicked their sixth. He has! Half a dozen for the Dogs.
the Western Bulldogs in the air, get all the Port Adelaide defenders in the air. Then on the outside, they've got space to burn, haven't they? Nearly tried to take on the tackle again there, Vandermeer, but they're just beating them in the contest one-on-one inside 50, and that man's on fire.
With a reverse torp, and Norton's presented at everything.
2 metres.
Still 2 kicks from home. They've got Jonas back, and so Norton, you can see, just weighing up the chance. Liberatore keen to get moving. Flicks the handball over the top. Duray punches a low ball in off the hands out the back. They're going to get another. Mitch Hannon got his second 7 goals in the first quarter.
Land Aaliyah, and they got it to ground again. Shaki just tangles up Aaliyah, and at ground level, the ground ball gets in this game out of control. 34-13. It hits ground level.
Have 7. And Ken Hinkley has a problem.
Drew tried to flick it back to Lycett now. Bontempelli and McRae combined. Bounced over the head of Riley Bonner. Flashing through. Mitch Hannon started this game. Superb style to Norton, who's just looks so dangerous early in this game.
It's his movement.
Bailey out, please.
He's playing that high half forward role. He gets up and back. He's always on the move, Hannon, and it creates space for other players.
He's an electric player, and Norton makes no mistake. He kicks his second goal.
Rosie tries to run himself out of trouble, feeds a handball back to Wines. Smother was brilliant from Dunkley. Pick up good from Bailey Smith. Handball inside. Vandermeer slapped it to a bit of space. Now a chance for Dunkley. Puts it in front of Treloar. And they'll take it. Johannesson, wide ball. Does it settle for Hunter? It does. Got a couple of options. Little one over the top. Shaki chosen and found. The kick looks pretty neat. It is just touched.
Mindsy now, who started his career on the inaugural Gold Coast Suns list, going to come back. Some courage from Shaki, and he gets a look at not too dissimilar a kick that he had a moment ago. Close to the man on the mark. Good looking strike, and he's hit the post. It's a call. So Dersma now, and it was touched off the boot. Keeps it alive. Lockie Hunter sends it to the goal square, floating. And
it's a great position to be in.
English tap was terrific.
No. Let it.
Leaves without his jumper.
I'll give you a chance. Chuck it on, mate. Chuck it on. Tackle straight away.
Stevic gives them all time to gather, to settle. Burne-Jones took a while. Here's a chance for the Dogs again. They're running in numbers. Top back on for Treloar.
From full-back. Dixon came flying through, but Cordy goes back inside 50 again. It spills to Johannesson. Time to steady. He loved it off the boot, and he got it. Johannesson's goal. That's his first.
The matchup of Jonas, you can just see him flying back off Johannesson, just really reckless, and there's his direct opponent at ground level, Jason Johannesson. So everything's working for them, bringing it to ground.
I mean, if you're going to do that, you have to kill the ball, and it just didn't do that, Jonas.
Dogs have got numbers back. Cordy slipped past the Dixon tackle. Awkward ball for Bontempelli. The skipper's going to take on Burne-Jones, and he got through to Bailey Smith. Over the top to Dunkley, to Treloar, who just cruises down the wing. Takes a couple of bounces. Now a third. He'll take a fourth. Treloar's got a nice shepherd. make it 5 bounces. He's got the long target in Shackey. Good defensive spoil. Front and centre Norton. Handball over the top. Hannon, goal number 3. He's got it.
It gave him there just with that Shepherd, but Shackey's been outstanding at getting up and back tonight, and Alia's just constantly out of position, getting caught in no man's land. That extra run that
Zach Butters appears to be okay behind play. The Bulldogs relaunch. Johannisen in front of Houston.
It's half forward. Alia moves it on quickly. Might come unstuck. No. Yes. Rourke Smith intercepts. Causes a problem. Misses.
Butters crafts a kick back in the corridor. Lights it. Markey needed to take. He's got to go to work now, the big man. Well done, Shackey.
Tie the ball up.
Butters had it taken away by Bontempelli. Here's Lockie Hunter. It's a good-looking kick. It's a really good ball to Mitch Hannon, who's got 3 goals on the night. From outside 50, he'll take his best effort. Mitch Hannon always to the near side. Devastating left foot kick normally. Flicked it off to Lyson. Into the corridor. Dogs have got a lot of numbers again, and Robbie Gray had no access at all to that footy.
Towards half forward, Houston wanted Bonner, didn't find him. Johannisen intercepts. A long, deep ball again. Norton, Shackey, little handball. Chance for Rourke Smith. He loves this. A little opportunity becomes goal number 11.
And there's the difference.
This is look at this contest right there. They've got the numbers. It's nearly a 3v1, and they just all sag off. Now, I don't know what Ken Hinkley can do about that. The players there just have to step in a little bit more, go towards the contest, make body contact.
Inside, and he turns it over. This time, Caleb Daniel to Eastonwood to half forward. They go at it. This time McKenzie loses his way. Vandermeer gives it to Bontempelli. Bontempelli from 45. Umpire shuffles. He likes what he sees. And he smiles and celebrates. It's a dozen. And Bont has 2.
There, he's out of position, but he doesn't give up. He fights. He gets it to ground level. And once you get it to ground level tonight, you know who's going to be mopping up. Vandermeer to Bontempelli. But that's just outstanding from Norton. He was never in the right position, but he didn't give up. He just made sure he got it to ground. And that's where they've gone to work tonight.
Back now, and there is the halftime siren. So that sums up the mood of Port fans. This is, can he generate something? And he's just stuck it in for a minor score. So 58-point halftime margin.